Hello, 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 everybody. Bear with us as we are streaming live, waiting for our guests to attend. We have some special hosts coming in today. Welcome to our first annual webinar presented to you by English Real Estate Group, and I am the moderator today. We're going to be talking about some very exciting things coming up in the housing market, different ways to purchase, different things that you can do to make sure that home buying is affordable. All right. So we're going to be getting going here just a little bit. Bear with me as this is a live event. And we got to make sure all of our technicalities are operating correctly. So bear with me here. I want to make sure that my guests are all attending and they will be showing up here in a second. All right. All right. All right. Get the presentation queued up. Hope everybody's doing well. If you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook, you will be able to put some chat message. You will be able to do Q&As at the end of the presentation, and I'll be able to see it. And we're going to be working with you guys. And let's see here. Make sure everybody can hear me. All right. How about now? Can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up like that. All right, awesome. Summer's here, and we're waiting for Mr. Gerald. And we're also streaming on Instagram, y'all. So bear with us as we're getting it going. All right, so now we are also live on Instagram as well. Guys that are on Instagram, know that in order to see the presentation, you must subscribe to the YouTube channel and watch it on the YouTube. So I think Mr. Michael's having some difficulty, but we're going to go ahead and get started for everybody that's here on time. All right, let's see. I see you, Summer. We're going to have you in queue. When it's time, your time, we're going to put the presentation up and let you take the floor. Make sure your mic is on and things like that, so everybody can hear you. All right, let's get going, guys. Okay, I see Mike is there now too. All right, so we got Mike on cue. We got Summer on cue. That means we are ready to go. You guys are in for a real treat. Make sure, I cannot stress this enough, make sure that you stay for the entire presentation. At the end of the presentation, we're going to announce something that you definitely want to be a part of and definitely hear and have that information in regards to your home buying purchase and how it can help you literally save you thousands at the closing table. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get going. Guys that are on Instagram, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube, check to the post, and you'll be able to see the PowerPoint presentation as well. Right, sorry for the vortex look, guys. Good. Can you see it, Kel? Kel's my point guy. Do you see the PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we are here. This is Alreg's first annual homebuyer webinar. I'm the moderator here. We have guest speakers Michael Gerald and Summer Frank. We're going to allow them to take over when it's their turn. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get it started. Okay. Understanding what options I have as a home buyer today. This is what this presentation is going to be focused on, showing you different ways that you can still buy affordable homes in 2022 in different and creative ways for financing and making sure that you have a home that is going to be affordable and attainable in 2022. All right. Do a little brief intro about myself. I am the owner of A-List Real Estate Group. I'm going to be moderating this event. My catchphrase is always socially influencing the world of real estate. And I think that's very important that we leverage the technology that we have and the systems to get the information out there to the people, the consumers, for the masses at one time. And that's what I mainly focus on. I've been in the game for about 10 years now, our second year as official brokerage, but my team has been together going on 4 years. So we have a lot of experience in this real estate space, and we have a lot of resources as Mike and Summer will be talking about today. So I just want to make sure that we have this information now. Information is the greatest key to understanding and having assets in this world, and we're going to give you that information to show you how to do it affordable, attainable, and effectively this year. So here's okay, here we go, full screen. Yep. All right, so today's lineup, we have alternative ways to purchase. That's going to be by me. We have GRP as Community Development Corp Company. Michael's going to touch on those points. We also have affordable lending programs that I'm going to mention. We have City of Houston Voucher Program by Summer. She's going to touch on the benefits of using your voucher for the program. I'm going to go over a little bit of the market expectations. And then lastly, I told you we have a treat for you with Rebate Me Texas. That's going to show you how you can save thousands of dollars and virtually walk away with nothing at the closing table out of pocket. So you're going to want to stick into the end of this presentation to do your question and answers regarding the lineup that we talked about today. All right. Okay, so let's jump in. Alternative ways to purchase. All right, so a lot of people ask me questions regarding this that I put on my page with Divvy Homes. Here's the real expectations regarding Divvy. Divvy Homes is a modern, rent-to-own program that can help home buyers who can't get traditional financing. You choose the home, Divvy pays cash for it. All that they require is that you put 2% down and you pay the first month's rent. Now, this is a rent-to-own type of program. This is for people that are on the fence of leasing still and then on the fence of buying a home. So we found a program that pretty much encompasses both of them. Divvy Homes, we've closed a lot of their deals last year, and we definitely looking forward to using them again this year for a lot of our home buyers or people that might not be too ready, but it serves as a purpose in the program for them. You're also going to have a savings account with Divvy. When you're ready to purchase the home back for them, you can use the savings to purchase the home. Virtually, if you have the savings side saved up for at least a year, there's no way that you won't get approved for the home, and you can buy it directly back from them. Usually, it's 75% that goes towards rent and 25% that goes towards your savings. So, guys, please write this down or screenshot this, Divvy Homes, And when we get to the Q&As, you can ask more questions about it, and we'll go further in detail. Here's also the requirements. Who can qualify for Divvy Homes? All right, so it's a minimum 550 on the FICO. You got to have 3 months of stable work history. $2,500 minimum per month is what you guys need to have for making your earnings gross per month. So that's $2,500 a month minimum. Your DTI has to max out at 50%, including the potential Divvy rent, right? So you'll go on Divvy, you'll apply, and they'll give you a certain figure that they will allow you to use to purchase a home. You go find the home, Divvy purchase it for you, and they lease it back out to you. All right. So when you're doing your DTI here, they're going to include what that payment is going to be. Remember, 75-25. 75% goes towards the rent, and the other 25 goes towards your savings. You can't have any bankruptcies and no evictions. Right. So Divvy is a great program, guys. If you are looking to get still lease but have some equitable interest into the property, they will buy the home and they close with cash. So it only takes about 2 to 3 weeks to close on the property. You'll pay your first month's rent and your 2% down, and now you're into a home with equitable interest. It's a month-to-month program. You can leave and take your savings with you if things don't work out. So you're not bound to a 30-year note, 15-year note, or anything like that. It's a straight lease to own. You just need to give a 30, 60-day notice to Divvy, and you can leave if that's the case. But obviously, if you have some savings in the home and you've been paying so many months, some in a year or so, then you obviously want to try to keep that home and go ahead and finance it through Divvy and getting out your lease to own contract. So Divvy is a great program, and we definitely look forward to using a lot of their systems and their affordability factor this year for our consumers that are just on the fence a little bit. You guys wanted to have more programs. I had these questions specifically is, hey, Stead, in my DM, I'm looking to buy, but I'm not too sure. I'm on the fence about it. This is going to be your program for you. Screenshot this, ask your questions at the end of the presentation. We'll be doing a live Q&A. All right, so I'm going to now open the floor to Michael, and let me get him here so you guys can see and hear him. Mike,
can you hear me?
Yes, if you can hear me, let me hear you, brother.
I sure can. Can you hear me?
I can hear and see you. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing well, brother. How you doing?
I can't complain, man. Let me pull up the presentation, and I'm gonna allow you to have the floor again, guys. This is Michael. Gerald is working with the CDC, and they have tons and tons of resources. So this is a guy that you want to hear from and know. His email is going to be on the bottom of his profile picture when we get onto the presentation. So screenshot that, and because you're going to need to save it. This brother's going to give us a lot of good information and resources regarding his CDC and the company that he represents. So without further ado, Mike, just let me know when you need me to turn the slide.
Okay. Stedman, thank you. Thank you for having me on today. I really appreciate it. I think the most important part for people looking to get into home ownership is to have proper education. And my motto is I believe home ownership begins with having the proper education to make a sound financial decision. A little bit about me. I'm the home buyer advisor with the GRP Community Development Corporation. We are a nonprofit organization to help individuals become homeowners. Sometimes the home buying process can be a little stressful because of all the things that go into it, but we're here to help guide you and educate you on what that process actually looks like. Let me go to the next page.
All righty.
So before you even think about getting or even purchase a home, the one thing that you want to do is analyze your finances, okay? Analyzing your finances is the most important part because it's going to tell you what you can and cannot afford, all right? One of the things to look at is your debt to income ratio, all right? Short for DTI. Now, your DTI is a key component to show how healthy your credit is. Now, it doesn't really affect your your personal credit, but lenders take a look at your debt to income ratio to consider you for a loan. It basically tells them how much you can handle, how much debt you can handle, and if you have the ability to pay back, because like any business, there's some risk factors, right? And your debt to income ratio is combined of two things. It's your monthly debt payments from all your bills, divided by your gross monthly income that gives you your DTI. Okay, and that number needs to be in the range, you know, under 40%, but sometimes there's some workability around what's possible. And that's one of the things that we also focus on is creative finances, because it doesn't need to be traditional to get qualified for a home. The next thing that you really want to consider is your credit score, okay? And credit education. Credit sometimes is seen just, I got a, 540, 550, 600, 620, you got some, you can have good credit, but the consumer on the other side really needs to understand what credit is. And credit allows you to, um, one, purchase things and pay within 30 to 60 days, but your number also kind of tells lenders how responsible you are, uh, if uh, if and when uh, they should want to qualify you. There are a lot of things that go into your credit as far as your Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. There are the credit bureaus that you need to be educated on, which is your Sage Stream, your LexisNexis, your check system. And most people really don't understand what that looks like. And so here at the GRPCDC, we educate you and walk you through one-on-one counseling to explain exactly where you need to be and either how much money you need to have to get qualified for a home. Next slide. Okay. Uh, Another key factor is also enrolling into a credit counseling program. Now, these counseling programs can help you, right? Because it gives you credit to, one, purchase a home. Lenders will see that you've been educated on what it looks like to be a homeowner. Um, it allows you to get down payment assistance. You get a certificate, um, depending on the program that you enroll in. A certificate shows your level of education about what it means to be a homeowner, and sometimes that certificate allows you to get access to funding. All right, give me a second. This is freezing here. Oh, there we go. Okay. And now you see that I have up there creative financing. Typically, like Stedman explained, there are ways to purchase a house or even get access to funding. And sometimes, depending on what your credit is, if you don't have that much money coming in, we kind of help you find ways to create income. And also, instead of being traditional, there's ways we can go stated income, um, just a lot of options to explore in order to get you into a home. Last but not least, you want to get connected with the realtor. A realtor is, that's the next slide. The realtor is one of the most important factors when purchasing a home. They're a wealth of information. They represent you as the client and guide you to the the next steps on home ownership. And one of the things that you want to do as a first time home buyer, or someone's looking to get in a home, you want to locate and interview your realtor. A realtor, and here's how you notice, right? Realtors are active, okay, and they are in communication with you, giving you some sort of outline and a process to help you become a homeowner in the next 3 months, 4 months, or however fast that works. You also want to ask all your questions. It's never a good idea to walk into something and not have a question. If you're not asking, then you really need to take a good look on the person that you're looking to work with to get you into a home, because that's what the realtors are there for, is to educate you and pull out the things that you're scared to ask. And the last thing you should do is honestly make a decision to start. Uh, right now is the best time to buy a home, and you don't know if you qualify if you don't make a decision. So um, that's me. That's the information that I have for you guys today. grpcdc.org. We're a nonprofit organization partnered with A-List Real Estate, and we're looking to help educate more people into getting into a home this year. Thank you, Stemma, for having me.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Guys, take heed. Let me go back a little bit for people that might be joining a little bit late. Screenshot this slide here, and so you can email Mr. Michael if you have any questions. Definitely a resource to have on your team if you're jumping into this home buyer this year. If you're going to be a home buyer and jumping into being a home owner, definitely a resource to have on your line at any given moment. Screenshot this and send Mr. Mike an email. We've worked a lot of deals in the greater Houston area, and we're looking to go statewide after this. So, Michael, stay on for the questions and answers. But if you will, just mute your mic, and then I'm going to continue with the presentation, and we're going to bring you back on live for the question and answers portion of the presentation, brother. Thank you so much for your presentation. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to go into one of the affordable lending programs that I love and that I'm actively doing right now in-house with our team, with one of our realtors, and then also one of the consumers that we are doing this one-time construction loan for. I think you guys are going to love this one. Right, so today's day and age, we know that we got to get creative. The prices for homes are increasing, and they are getting a little bit more creative. The builders themselves on the outskirts of the cities, these will be your suburbs and your mid suburb cities where it's still city vibes, but still suburb feels, where you have large tract builders or even independent builders as you get inside the city, inside the loop. Houston specifically, I'm speaking of, but all my Dallas, San Antonio, you guys have your independent builders as well. This is going to be a program that you need to have on the top of your brain if you want to continue to have an affordable home and still have the liberty of being able to build a property and not having to compete with the masses and things like that. This is just another creative way for you to still get that new home and let it still be affordable and be very effective. Right, so what is it called? It's the FHA one-time closed loan. The FHA one-time closed loan is a secure government-backed mortgage program available for one-unit stick-built primary residence, new manufactured housing for primary residents. This excludes single-wide mobile homes, of course, but if you have a double-wide, you will qualify for this home. And modular homes, right? So we got manufactured, modular, and mobile homes that this loan can qualify you for. This is a build on your lot situation. So all those lots that you guys see that you think that might be too small, it just depends on the type of property that you put on the land. If it moves one time and you connect it to your utilities, it will qualify for this loan, and you still have the liberty of using FHA with 3.5% down only. Let's go a little bit more further into it. All right, so what does the FHA one-time closed loan allow you to do? It allows borrowers to finance for the construction lot if necessary, meaning if some of you might already have a lot, and you thought about building on your home might be far out of reach. It's not. So, but if people also search for lots too, it doesn't matter if you have the lot or if you're going to buy the lot, it will work for this loan program. Right, so it permanents a loan into a single mortgage. It provides for a single all-at-once close with a minimum down payment of 3.5% up to your FHA county lending limit. Now in Texas, we also have down payment assistance. We have closing cost assistance, and we're going to go a little bit further than that at the end of this presentation. So you guys stay tuned. So this, you virtually can find a lot and get with an independent builder and pick the type of home that you want. Obviously, it's going to, on that construction cost, it's going to let you know how much home that you can afford with the lender. And then you pick that type of property that you want. You can put it on a lot and still be very affordable. A lot of times these homes are going under 300,000. You find a lot for 40,000 and you build for a $200,000 home. Well, they're only going to take the lot and the construction value on you getting financed. And when you close on a loan, it's a one-time close. The lender will pay out the builder and their draw schedules that they require, and you guys will still be an affordability factor with a brand new home in the city or out the city. With the lot, if you already have it, or if you want to purchase a lot, you close one time. That's it. And you can get down payment assistance to take care of some of that 3.5%. And you can get closing cost assistance if you get with the right realtor. And we're going to talk to you about that towards the end of this presentation. So that's called the FHA one-time construction close on home loans for new construction properties. Right? The one-time close loan gives buyers a new option, a single loan with one single close date, and define a set parameters for how the loan is to proceed during the construction phase and beyond. Many potential buyers aren't aware that they have this option to build their dream home as part of a single consolidated home loan. The FHA one-time closed loan offers them a number of advantages to doing so, like the ones I just mentioned. Guys, ask your realtor about this program, especially all my realtors. We know about this program, and we are currently using the program for 2 buyers right now as we speak. So we're going through the motions. We just closed on a lot, and we're getting ready to make that first draw to the builder so they can start building the foundation on the property. And guess what? The home is under 300,000 inside the loop. All right, this is going to be, so stay tuned for all y'all that follow me on my page personally. I will be doing a lot of marketing on it to get this program out, to let people know that it is an availability for you to use it. And remember, it can be a stick home, it can be a modular, a mobile home, or a manufactured home. It only needs to be moved one time. As long as you connect to utilities, the bank will lend on this loan, and you can still use FHA using a minimum down payment, guys. Okay, on this part of the presentation, I'm definitely going to introduce you guys to a dear friend of mine. Summer has worked with the city. She has extensive history with the city. She works with a lot of voucher member programs that can use their voucher to purchase a home, and she's going to go further into details with that. This is definitely somebody that you should have on your resources tab and your resource contact list. So go ahead and screenshot this page as well. And I'm going to get Summer into the presentation. Just a second, guys. Hey, Summer, you there?
Good morning, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Good morning. I can hear you good. How's it going?
Awesome, going well.
All right, all right. People are excited to hear what you have to share with them. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know this information, so I can't wait till you just go ahead and lay it out on them and let them know what you can provide for them as a resource and how they can still obtain home ownership. So just let me know if I need to move slides. I think we got you on one slide, but let me know if you need me to move slides or anything. But let me get the presentation up. Without further ado, I'll let you have the floor.
Okay.
All righty.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Summer. I'm a digital marketer and affordable housing specialist, and I've been on a mission to help families find housing for about 12 years now. I love helping people realize they can do more with the Housing Choice Voucher Program, and there are many opportunities that people don't tend to pursue. So hopefully today I can actually help you be different. I can help you actually get started with the home buying process. All right, so first let's talk about who is able to participate in the actual home buyer program with the voucher. You have to already be a current voucher holder. So let's start there. So just know that in order to use the voucher to purchase a home, you must already be on the voucher program. And for those of you that aren't aware, in order to get a voucher, To participate in the program, you must sign up for the waiting list. And the waiting list must be open at that time for you to sign up. If you're looking for, let's say, Houston Housing Authority, it's a very large housing authority. They already have a list, but there are smaller housing authorities in the area that if you're looking for assistance now, you may want to consider. So you can look into that. But all the housing authorities have this program as well. So just know that the goal is to be on someone's program, then you can move forward. And the Housing Choice Voucher Program, in order to be eligible for the home ownership voucher, you must be a participant of the FSS program. The FSS program is an awesome program. It's called the Family Self-Sufficiency Program. It's designed for a period of about 5 years, and it promotes economic self-sufficiency. So it helps families establish goals and reach them, which of course home ownership tends to be the ultimate goal. So for example, in this program, you may say, I would like to get a GED, or maybe I would like to get a degree. Some people get multiple degrees, and you say, I want to improve my credit. But ultimately, of course, everyone says, I'd like to buy a home. And so this program will help you go through that entire process. Don't be fearful of it or feel intimidated, feel as though they're asking for too much, because they will hold your hand through the process. I've seen them work with so many people, and I think it's really an awesome program. So I'm sure you're wondering, what steps do I take to get started? All right, first thing you would like to do is contact the FSS program at your housing authority and express interest in the home buyers program. Because the FSS program for the year, they plan events, and as a participant of their program, you're required to attend some. And the programs that you attend actually help you reach all of your goals, which tend to include buying a home. So for example, if you're looking for someone who's going to tell you more about your credit, then they're going to have that person there for you. So just know that whatever it is you need, that they're going to have it basically at your fingertips. So that way that person will help you move forward with all of your goals. And you're going to have to attend one of their orientations that will be required. So again, contact them, say you're interested, and then attend the orientations. All right, so let's talk about what the qualifications are. So of course you may want to write this down. If you like, you can email me and I will send it to you as well. But you must have at least 1 year of continuous employment, full-time employment. You cannot exceed 80% of the current AMI. Here's one that I want to dive into a little bit more. You must be in good standing with your current landlord and in full compliance with all voucher requirements. What this is saying is, don't wait until the end, like be a great tenant and then don't fall short towards the end. Even when you're purchasing a home in the program, your landlord is required to complete a letter of good standing for you. The same way it would be as if you were relocating to another property, which in essence you are. It's just that this one you'll have as a homeowner. So just be mindful that they will be required to complete a letter of good standing. And yes, I have seen owners not provide a favorable letter of good standing at that point. You don't want to be in that position. Don't let that be you. You come this far and reach all these goals, and then that happens. You must have a minimum credit score of at least 640 or above. And you must have a minimum of $1,000 in your personal savings. I would say, again, don't be afraid of any of the requirements because the program is designed to help you. I've seen programs that organizations they've worked with where they have actually helped you save the funds. They have matched your funds. And there are a lot of programs out there, even with everything that you're learning today, that will also help in the process. So those are all the things that's required in order for you to purchase a home using your voucher. But just know that the FSS program is an awesome program and they get great results. So for you to be a part of it is an amazing thing. And so you can also be another one of the success stories. So if any of you actually take the steps to do this, please let me know because I would love to hear more about your process.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Summer. Yeah, guys, this is a massive resource that you need to have on your context list. She basically went through the whole homeownership voucher program where you can use the voucher to obtain a mortgage in a home. And if you guys want any more or more information, stay tuned for the question and answer, as Summer will still be here for the question and answer portion of this presentation. Summer, thank you so much for agreeing to join on my live today, and thank you for giving us all the gems. And we look forward for the question and answer portion of it.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Guys, screenshot this page for the YouTubers, people that's on the Instagram. Summer and Michael are tagged on my most recent post. So follow them on Instagram. Shoot them a DM if you have any more questions and things like that. But stay tuned because we still have our question and answer portion at the end of this presentation. So Summer, if you will, just stay on board here. Just mute your mic, and then when we get to the Q&A, it would be me, you, and Mike firing off and answering some questions for people in the chat box.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So look, we're going to jump down to the market expectations. A lot of people have been hearing a lot of hearsay about the market, but here's the facts, right? There's expected to be a 4.7% bump in sales in the Austin metro real estate market, which prices expected to increase about 3%. Dallas, you guys are expected to see an 8.3% rise in sales prices, rising just a little bit over 4%. Houston, we are looking at a 2.6% in sales and 2.4% in prices. And in San Antonio, for sure, you guys are looking at a 5.1 price present rise in sales, and then a 3.5% in prices. So that tells you guys, a lot of people are expecting a housing market crash or something like that. Guys, don't expect that. The homes are going to get more expensive, and we got to get more creative. And that's why we are providing you with different ways to purchase today that are affordable, that allow you to combat against these rises in prices on the market trends and the expectations in Texas. So if you are here on this presentation, you have a leg up, and now you know that you can still obtain an affordable housing using the resources at your fingertips. It's all about the information that you guys can get, and that if you are here, we've already shown you 4 different ways on how you can keep home buying affordable. Right. So this purpose of this presentation, and for me to specifically show you these expectations, is that as prices rise, you guys have to get more creative with keeping it affordable. Right. And that's what we're here for. That's what my agents are here to do. And that's what the resources I provide for home ownership to make it a real reality and make it affordable and effective. All right, so if you guys made it towards the end of this presentation, congrats. You're about to save thousands of dollars. All right, so A-List Real Estate Group is going to be rolling out Rebate Me Texas at the end of the month. It's going to be a 100% virtual realtor service, meaning that we will help you on the phone, on Zoom, FaceTime, and any way virtually, even on the VR, if you guys got a VR set. But we are providing virtual services throughout this great state of Texas. We can close in any major city. So if you guys are tuning in from Austin, Dallas, San Antonio, and all my Houston people, just know that we are able to provide rebates at closing. 66% of realtor commissions back to buyers buying new construction homes. That's a big chunk of money, guys. So whatever the purchase price to that property, you charge about 6%, and that is what you can get up to back at closing in the form of a rebate check or apply to your closing costs. A lot of times people get paid at closing pretty much with the down payment assistance, and using this in a combination, you're going to come out minimum out of pocket, none out of pocket, and in some cases you might get paid to buy the home. Right, 33% of realtors commission back to buyers buying a pre-owned home. Right, so even if you're using a pre-owned home and you want to utilize the virtual realtor service, you get 33% back at the closing table. Now, for people that have homes that want to use a home and leverage their home to sell and then purchase a new one, guess what? We're only charging 1% for virtual realtor services on a discount listing. So it's only going to cost you 1%, and then however much you choose to pay the other agent on the other end on the buying side, it's up to you. But here at Alreg, for you guys to use us 100% virtual, we're going to only charge 1% of the commission. That is saving you thousands of dollars. Again, guys, we are in the business of combating against homes inflated, out of reach, not able to be afforded. Homes are averaging at 300,000 and up. That's just the average median price, but that price right there is still out of reach for a lot of people, and we are making it affordable and obtainable. Doesn't matter if you're buying a low to moderate income housing or if you're buying mid or luxury. This program is for any and everybody. If you want to use this for virtual services, you're going to save thousands of dollars, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Reach out to me or one of my agents, and we can't wait to get you signed up. For my heroes out there, this is for you guys regardless. 60% for medical, military, policemen, firefighters, and teachers. These are our Homes for Heroes program. You guys are going to get the rebate regardless, no matter if you're selling or purchasing. We're giving back to our servicemen and women and making sure that you guys are able to, that are on the front line with us. And having the affordability is our main key, and that's what we're going to combat against this, the inflated prices and the homes getting out of reach. We're going to, not on our watch, we're going to provide you programs and services to help you become a home ownership in a real effective way. Question and answers, guys. So everybody that's on the YouTube channel, you will be able to type your questions in. You're going to see me, Mike, and Summer, and just put your questions on the in the chat widget, and they'll start to come up. All right, I see everybody. I see some people with the thumbs ups. I see Kel. I see Ryan. I see Daisy. All right. So we'll go ahead and just open up the discussion as questions get probed in the chat widget. We'll put them up here to be answered by our colleagues. But I just want to kind of jump into it with Mike and Summer and just kind of tell me, guys, what you guys think of the projections that's going to be coming up for this 2022 year with home buyer and home ownership. What are you guys thinking? Where are we headed, and how you guys think that we can definitely, combat against it and make sure that it's affordable? Mike, I'll start with you first.
I think this year we're going to see a lot of an increase in home ownership. I mean, the education is being poured into the communities. I know I'm personally out there knocking on doors. I'm always in someone's DM asking them, "Are you interested in purchasing a home?" And then you and I know, Stemmer, we got a few clients that we're actually working with right now, and they are currently referring their friends and their families to the program. So I think this year is going to be a great year.
Awesome, awesome. What about you, Summer?
Yeah.
You got to mute. You got us muted, Summer. Hit the mute button.
Oops, I'm just carrying on.
There you go.
I was saying, I think that it's going to be a great opportunity because the information that you have provided will definitely get a lot of people, started on the right foot. And normally the home ownership program for the vouchers is something that people don't typically touch on. And I just think it's such a wonderful opportunity that people can actually utilize because it's literally there for you to do so. And it's not difficult to actually, follow through with the opportunity. So kudos to you for making this part, of something that people should be aware of, because I love talking about it.
Absolutely. I think we got a question to come in for you, Summer. Let's see here. Is the voucher program for the entire state of Texas?
Yes, the voucher program I'm speaking of is for the Housing Choice Voucher Program, which is a federally funded program. So this is pretty much anywhere. When we spoke of Houston, he was just speaking of the actual, Houston, the city of Houston, as well as the state. So yes, you can pretty much be anywhere on the voucher program and take advantage of the same opportunity. But again, each housing authority will have a different process. So it's important to understand what their process is. But yes. The voucher program is for the entire state.
Awesome. Got another one here. Miss Summer, what do we need to prepare clients with and working with the FSS you mentioned?
Well, actually, it's a step they must take. So here's the thing with the FSS program. This is something where those who participate are going to have to initiate these type of things. So they're going to have to take the initiative and actually put that first foot forward. So once they start doing that, FSS literally holds their hand through the process, but they must take that step. So each housing authority, what they can do is call and tell them that they are interested in the family self-sufficiency program, which I will tell you that they actually tell everyone about it. It's just that everyone isn't interested. So
Mm-hmm.
now that they know they can buy a home, maybe it will open their, eyes and ears in terms of what other opportunities are there. But they can contact them and move forward that way. But the opportunity is definitely there. So just call, find out what is necessary to do, because in order to participate, you usually have to be on a voucher for at least a year and even
Mm-hmm.
to be eligible for FSS. So they're saying you have to have a voucher for a year, then you can move forward. Then once you actually in FSS, you have to be in FSS for some housing authorities. It may be 1 year. I think in Houston, they recently changed it to 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
However, you have to be on it for at least one, but I believe now it may be two in order to purchase a home. And from there, once you're on it for that period of time, then they will go through the program with you.
Gotcha. Thank you, Summer. Let's see, we got another one here. Okay, from Ryan Whitley. Does a buyer in a Divvy program at the end of the term have to refinance out to buy the home at the end of the term? All right. So Ryan, great question. So the with Divvy homes, you're on a month-to-month program. You can exit at any moment as long as you give them a proper notice, right? You can choose to purchase the home, or you can choose to walk and take your savings with you that you've already saved, as you paying that 75% towards the rent, and then 25% goes towards your savings. It's up to you if you want to refinance out and get that financing. The program is designed for you to have savings in the bank. So when you go to your traditional lender, you tell them that you're already living in the house that you're renting and you already have savings. If you show them that it's designed for you to pretty much theoretically, it'll be impossible for you to not get approved unless something crazy is going on. But it's designed for you to save a month's liquid and have money in the bank and show that you already got the down payment saved and money saved going towards the purchase of the home. So also the 75% that you're buying on the home is decreasing the price every month, right? So there's going to be a new price for the home that's going to be less versus day one when you're in the property. So great question, Ryan. Let's see here. We've got some more questions coming on. This is Ryan. Yep. How long?
For all the viewers, oh,
Yeah, Ryan, you there?
oh,
All right. So this is month to month to answer your question. All right. Kel says, thank you, Summer.
for
All
all the
right.
viewers out there, Stephen, can I say all the viewers out there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was a lie. But for all the viewers out there, just kind of think about the opportunities that's being presented to you, right? You're able to get into a home and rent, and then at some point in that same process, you can be working on your finances, right? You can be working on getting into these programs and kind of just making sure that when that year is up, that you are set. You know, your finances is good, your credit is good, and like Stephen said, it'd be impossible for you not to qualify.
Absolutely. Hey, Mike, tell me, why don't you touch a little bit on how you getting your clients ready to purchase? What are some of the programs that at your CDC that you guys do specifically to help them, with the credit and making sure that they understand the financial literacy behind home buying?
So we are partnered with HUD, and so we're monitored through HUD as well. So we do follow some of their guidelines, but not traditionally. Typically, what we do, the first step is we do a 90-minute counseling. just to kind of paint an idea of where the client is, where the credit score is, and how long it would take for them to get qualified. We do meet, the session is 15 weeks. We meet 4 times for 1 hour once a week, right? To keep the conversation. But in between that, we're typically, we're texting, we're emailing, we're, hey, have you gotten these letters? Have you reached out to this person? Let me do a three-way call. Matter of fact, hop on a Zoom call. Let me show you the next steps. After that, it could take up to 15 weeks. It can be shorter, but after that, I'm then having a conversation with the realtor, letting the realtor know about their clients because, hey, look, listen, everyone is busy, right? But you still want to be able to keep a pipeline to educate not only the realtor, but also the client so that the client knows that there's a team behind them. The home buying process is scary and there's homework to do. And if you haven't been in school for over 5 years, responsibility and accountability responsibility and
Absolutely.
accountability is so hard. Everybody's working from home. You're running here, you're running there. It's COVID, and it's like I got
Yeah.
homework. Yeah, you got homework. you know. so, but yeah, so that's the program.
Awesome, awesome. We got another question come through here. Tell buyers need to know how beneficial 2% can do for down payment or upgrades for their first home purchase. Stephanie, can we get a breakdown? Yeah. All right. So I'm assuming you're talking about the Divvy program. Um, and this is the rebate. Yes. So so the rebate is that as commissions with realtors, they get up to 3% on a commission. But what we're saying is, you know, with new builds, especially new construction, they usually have a buyer's rep on site that handles most of all the communication, gives you most of the information. So we're coming in and tell anything on your behalf to make sure that you understand the contracts, understand what you're reading and agreeing to. So we're saying, we don't necessarily always have to be there physically, and we're giving a lot of money to do a little bit, to be honest with you. So what we're going to do is make sure that home stays affordable for you, no matter what the house is. If you're going to hire us virtually, then we're going to give you 2% of that commission, of our commission, towards your closing. You can use it for either two ways. You can either take a rebate check after we close, you'll get it in the mail, and we'll mail it to you, or you can apply it towards your closing costs. So if the home is 300,000, you times that by 2%. That's the money that you get to use towards your closing costs and keep your money out of pocket at minimum. And it makes everything a lot affordable. You can buy some nice furniture with that or do different things instead of spending that money on buying the home. We're making that obtainable by offering our services virtually. Good question. Good question. All right. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. We got about 7 more minutes here. Um, let's see here. See if I missed anybody on the questions. All right. We have some on Instagram Live. Okay, Michael, you guys here? You guys are local in Houston, but are you statewide as well?
So right now, we are only here in Texas for the counseling program.
Okay. Give them where they can. Give them your location to your office. Where's your office at?
I'm located in City Center, right in Fuse Workspace. If you want more information, just go ahead and email me, and I'll send you the exact location of where we are. But Fuse Workspace, second floor, right next to Eddie V's. You can't miss it. It's a big workspace office that we run our business.
Thank you. And Summer, what about you? Are you local here, or how can people meet with you?
Yes, I'm in Houston. You can find me on Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, guys,
Mhm.
at Frankly Summer. And you can also email me at summer@franklysummer.com. And if you have any questions in regards to the voucher program, I'm very familiar with it, whether it's on the landlord side or on the tenant side. And so you can feel free to shoot me a question if you're interested in housing authorities in other areas as well. You can still reach out to me and ask whatever questions you have. Maybe I can help.
Gotcha. Looks like we got a question for Blake Jones. Summer, with the rent voucher program, is that similar to Section 8?
Yeah, awesome question. It is Section 8. However, it is no longer called Section 8. It is called the Housing Choice Voucher Program. And they did that to actually try to erase the stigma that's attached to it. So, yeah, it's called the HCV program, but it's the same thing.
Gotcha. And just for me and you have history with the working with Housing Choice Voucher members, Summer, but go a little bit on detail on the people, the type of people that you're helping, and that these are qualified, competent people. It's just that, you're smartly, and my figure is that they're using a voucher to obtain home ownership. Go a little bit of detail on the type of people that you'll be helping.
So, for example, I've worked with the program for, many, many years, and a lot of the owners that we've had actually have really loved their voucher clients more than some of their market rate tenants because they've had them for a long time. And they also said that they've maintained their properties for, 20 plus years sometimes, and they'll be willing to purchase another home, that may be smaller once their families, their children move out in order to keep a good tenant. And so these are people who are also good homeowners. And so when they go through these programs, they make basically great homeowners. And whenever they go through the FSS program, it provides such detailed and quality information that the thing that I like the most about it is that it changes lives for generations. So this isn't something that's a one-time thing. So once someone goes through these programs, you should know that the next generation of their family will be totally different. So there's another thing that when you're dealing with vouchers where there are areas that are considered areas of opportunity. So these areas of opportunities, they may have lower crime, less poverty, better school systems. So quite often people may not be able to afford to live in those areas based on their vouchers, based on buying a home, but they can actually rent in those areas with their vouchers. So if there are any landlords out there who would like to have an opportunity to change someone's life for the better, maybe even for generations, then you should also consider working with the voucher program with one of your properties.
Yeah.
Or more.
I second that, guys, especially for the investors that might be on the call. If you're in a great school district and you're providing a home for a voucher member, you could definitely bet your bet you're going to get above market rent. So in some cases, using these voucher programs. So take heed.
So probably an excellent tenant. And if anyone is interested in pursuing that, then I can help them with the screening process, tell them what to look for. I've done this since, for so long. So I can definitely help them through that process and look for an actual good qualified tenant.
Gotcha. Got one more question to come in here. We got 2 more minutes left, guys. Just to be clear, your monthly payments for Divvy is based on as if it was a mortgage and not local market rents. If you choose to buy, how will they apply those payments you made? So the Divvy is definitely qualifying your rent and your portion that you pay, similar to a mortgage. They are going to look at your DTI. They have a requirement there. They want you at 50%. And they charge a slightly elevated above market rent because remember, you got 75% of your payment going towards the rent, and then 25% is going towards savings. So there is just a little bit inflated or inflation on the rent. It's going to be just a tad bit over market rent, but that's to make up for the savings that you have on the other side of things. So thank you for getting that question out, Ryan, to clear it up. All right, let's see if we have anything else I missed here. All right, guys, I see more questions coming in, but we definitely want this to be effective and the communication clear and cut. It's 11:30 now, so we're going to be cutting it. But we will be doing these webinars more as you guys are requesting them. I see a lot of people have DM'd me, asked me about the webinar. So we're looking to do this maybe twice a month, and maybe we can get Mr. Michael and Mr. Summer on board with us and ask more questions. We can go further into detail with the programs that we offer. Summer, thank you so much for coming on. And sharing your resources with us. Definitely a pleasure always talking to you about home ownership and making it a reality. So I really, really appreciate you taking your time to come on board this morning.
Thank you.
And one time, give them how they can find you, how they can contact you.
Hey, so I'm a digital marketer, and I actually work in affordable housing with many owners. So I can be reached at Frankly Summer on Instagram, and you can also email me at summer@franklysummer.com. And feel free to shoot me any questions you may have.
Thank you, Summer. Hey, Mr. Mike, me and Michael do a business 4 or 5 different ways. Y'all don't even know. This is a brother that you need to have on top of your resource list. And Mike, tell them how the people can reach you.
You can find me on Instagram at @TheRealMikeG, or you can email me at omnigenesis.omnigenesiscapital.com.
All right. And guys, thank you for coming into the stream. But we had a lot of participants. I'm very pleased that the questions and people that came on board to get the resource and knowledge, you have a leg up on the competition. Believe that. And until next time, guys, we're signing out. I'm Stedman Eston, representing the A-List Real Estate Group. It was a pleasure. Have a great evening, y'all.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.